Everybody, Chad here. In this video, we're going to talk about really the power of abundance, but living in present moment. Okay, we're going to chat about this for a few minutes. And this is one of the mistakes that I think most of us do, that it's easy to fall into, that really takes away our power of abundance. If, really when we look at law of attraction, law of assumption, laws of prosperity, universal laws, higher consciousness, usually our results, if we're not getting the results that we really want, we're not really living the life that we really want, or you feel like things are not really working for you, or things aren't coming fast enough, it's usually, in my own experience, okay, it's usually we're doing something wrong, okay? We're doing little things throughout our day, week, that keep us in basically that poverty state, keep us not in that abundant state. One of these things that we're doing is not living in present moment. We're always living for the future. Our mind goes off into the future, okay, too much, that we're not enjoying what we're doing right now, today, in this present time, okay? So like, for example, right now, like this is a morning walk or evening walk I do all the time. So I live way up the road through here. This is a covered bridge down here near the end of my walk. So it's actually a kind of famous covered bridge in Ohio. There's not that many covered bridges out there. I mean, people that's really into, covered bridges. There's so many. In the summertime, you see tons of people down here like taking pictures and stuff like that. Sometimes they come here and do their wedding pictures and all that jazz. But today I came down, walked down here, got my coffee. It's not overly hot out. So I was just kind of sitting here and I thought about this video because at just, that brief moment I had where I just felt in present moment. I'm in nature, listening to the birds chirp, listening to the locusts. I can hear it's kind of like locust season right now. So you can hear the locusts, hear the birds chirp. It's very peaceful. So I was just sitting down here kind of enjoying being in present moment myself. And this was kind of led to this video. And because this is something I struggle with myself. And I'll give you some examples that take you out of present moment. But even for this is some stuff I do that, like if for example, we might go to work on Monday, then we're already talking about, I can't wait to Friday. And you go to work on Tuesday, can't wait to Friday. You're not in present moment. Makes sense? You're not, if you go to work or you go to work on Monday, you can't wait to get off work. That's all. Your mind's just so focused. I can't wait to get off work. Can't wait to get off work. It's almost the 8, 9, 10 hours you are at work. It's just a blur. Makes sense? You're not in present moment at work. What we should be doing is, hey, if I go to work, I'm at work. I'm in present moment at being at work. I have to be there anyway. So, unless you just want to quit and come home, you have to be there for your 8, 9, 10 hours or maybe 12 hours. So you might as well make the best out of it and be in present moment and be at work. Be present moment at work with your employees. When you come home, you're in present moment. When you're at home with your family or with your friends. Okay. So one of the things that I struggle with is, when I'm at home, I'd rather be doing something else. And that's like kind of in my mind. When I'm at work, I'd rather be at home. You know what I mean? Right now, what I'm kind of, struggling with, honestly, is I'm getting ready to go back to Thailand. This is almost the middle of August. So I'm going back to the very beginning of November, like November, I think I leave November 2nd. So my mind gets caught up into getting excited about going back to Thailand. So every day I could just be thinking about Thailand, where, I can't wait to go to Thailand. Can't wait to go to Thailand. Now I'm getting my stuff ready, of course, and it's fine. What I'm saying is it's fine to be excited. It's fine to be excited to go on vacation, to go somewhere new. I'm not saying that we're not excited to go, but is it really taking you out of present moment where you're so focused on it? Okay. So like today's Sunday, rather than spending time with family, my mom, my sister, brother-in-law, my mind is so focused on, I'm kind of like tired of being here. I'm tired of seeing the cornfields. I think, where's the cornfields right now? Let's see where I'm tired of just looking at the cornfields, because it's not like I'm not tired of seeing family. I didn't word that right. But, I'm more of sometimes I'm more of a city guy a little bit. I'm more of an extrovert. I do have introvert personality too, but I've been, by the time I go back to Thailand, I've been in Ohio for a year and a half. So, living kind of in a country, around farmland. If you're a city person, it can get to you a little bit where you're just like, oh, you know, I can't wait to go. Can't wait to get back to a little bit city life. But it takes you out of being in present moment again. And this is a trap that, I've struggled with for a long time. I have to be careful not to think about the future too much where it takes me out of present moment. Because we all might know this, is that the power of abundance, law of attraction, the great power of the universe, universal laws, is being in present moment. Where our true power is we're not too much off thinking in the future. We're not thinking in the past. We're in present moment. There's a car coming right now. Make sure they don't run me over. So that's where our true power lies, is just being in present moment. Now, another thing, what happens when we're in present moment, when we think about the future too much, lots of times the reverse happens. Lots of times, besides being excited about the future, we tend to get worried and anxious about the future. We start doubting the process. We start getting fearful, okay? And we start thinking it doesn't happen. Okay, I think that's the kind of the separator. What happens when you're not in present moment lots of times is that lots of times it will cause anxiety, okay? And when it causes anxiety, fear, worry, okay, that's doubting the process. So you're kind of holding things back from you. Versus if you are in present moment. Lots of times when you're in present moment, you're just having fun. That's really what it is. When you're just truly in present moment, you forget about your worries. You forget about all your anxieties. You forget about what you need to do, and you're living in that brief moment of time. You're just living in peace. You're relaxed. Okay. And that's the power of present moment, is because almost like a kid, if you can think back when you were a kid, kids have, a tremendous ability of living in present moment. They're not worried about bills, paying their rent, making money, paying for vacations, going up, planning everything. They're not worried about any of that. They just get up and they live day by day, moment by moment. That's the power of kids have. A lot of the things that we've done as a kid, we need to kind of get back into our lives a little bit as an adult. We need to just get up and just, besides today's Sunday, for example, most of us, when it's Sunday, we're already thinking about Monday going to work tomorrow. We're already thinking, oh my God, I want to go to work tomorrow. You ever talk to people and that's the first thing they say, oh, it's Sunday, I got to go to work tomorrow. Your mind's already focused. Besides being in a moment of Sunday, enjoying Sunday, they're already thinking about going to work to a job that they hate on Monday. That's the power of present moment, my friends, because when we understand laws of abundance, laws of attraction, whatever you want to call it, is things come to you faster when you're relaxed, faster when you're at peace. Because what happens is when you're at peace with it, when you're truly relaxed, what that happens is you're emitting confidence to the universe, to God. You're emitting that energy that everything's okay, everything's going to come to me. That's the power of present moment, because that's what present moment brings you. You're relaxed. You totally forget what you want. Okay, what you set your attention for, what your goal is, what your dream life you want to achieve. If you're kind of like me, where you're just holding your mind, that's all you think about over and over and over and over again. You're trying to force it to happen, but you're trying to figure out the how. Okay, all that leads to is anxiety, leads to worry and doubt and fear. What does all these four things have in common? Well, it slows down the process. Okay, but what if I lived in present moment and I wanted my dream life, my goals, my intention I set, and I set it, okay, I give it to the universe, give it to God, but then I just move on with my day. Just like a kid, okay? They move on with their day. They have fun. They hang out with their friends, play with their toys. They're just in present moment. They totally forget because they're confident in the process. They're relaxed. They're at peace. When you're relaxed and at peace, things start to come to you, and things come to you rather quickly, rather fast, when you can master this technique, when you can master kind of being a kid again in the details of what we're talking about right now. Not being a kid with everything, of course, but especially on this topic. Okay, kids have this mastered. When kids, when you were a kid and you thought back, someone asked you what you want for your birthday. You rattled off a few things you wanted, and you just went outside and played all day, played with your friends, played video games. You totally forgot about it because you were confident. You gave it to your parents, and you were confident, and not that you were going to get that. Okay, you weren't worried about it all day long, replaying in your mind every half hour. Okay, asking your parents 20 times a day, are you going to give it? Am I going to get this for my birthday? Am I going to get this for my birthday? No, you moved on with your day. You were just relaxed and confident in the whole process. Okay, same way like, at holiday time, Christmas time and stuff like that. People ask you, what do you want for Christmas? Create your Christmas list. As a kid, you sit down and write down like 100 things, probably in 5 minutes. But you give it, and as you give it, you're not worried about it. You're at peace with it. But you think, oh, I'm going to get this. And you move on with your day. You play with your friends, play outside, play video games. Whatever you did with a kid, you weren't worried about it and anxious with it. And it caused you an anxiety attack when you thought about it. You know what I mean? You were confident in the process. The reason why you were confident, because you lived in the moment. You were relaxed. You were at peace. Okay, that's what we have to try to master. One of the things, even for myself, because I can totally get into a rut where when I'm at work, I'm thinking I should be at home. When I'm home, I'm thinking, oh, I would rather be hanging out with my friends. Or I'm at home, I'd rather be in the city, or I'd rather be in Thailand. Well, Thailand's coming up, and that's all, I think about. Okay, but it takes me away from being in present moment. Power is in present moment. That's why I want you to walk away with this video. Your power is living in present moment. And if you struggle the way I do with this, and I think as an adult, the older we get, I don't know why, I think a lot of us struggle with this topic, especially the older we get, because of course we have excuses, there's responsibility. Well, Chad, I have to have a job, have these bills, I support my significant other, I have a mortgage, car payments, and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It's easy to have excuses, but excuses are just excuses. Okay. But practice and kind of go into your own life, what you're doing. It's kind of like what we're doing here, kind of really within my channel with Wealth, Health, and Prosperity. It's kind of like peeling an onion a little bit. We're peeling back. Once you start becoming self-aware of your own habits, it's like peeling an onion. You peel one layer, and it exposes certain habits that we're doing. We all do them. We all might have different habits, okay? Different good habits and bad habits. But it's like peeling an onion to get to that core, to get to the root cause of the problem. Once we get to the root cause, why we're doing what we're doing, we can fix it, okay? Then things start manifesting quicker and quicker and better into our lives. But other than that, my friends, I didn't want to keep this video too long, but just want to share that thought while I was down here kind of resting, being at peace, listening to the birds and looking at nature and stuff like that. But anyway, peace out, and I'll see you. Blessings to you, by the way, and I'll see you in the next video.